Hi, I am Yobot. In this video I'm going to answer questions that subscribers asked me last week. This video is provided with subtitles. So, if my robo accent is hard to understand, turn the subtitles on. Lazarhead asks, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That question was answered on July 11, 1988 in the Spokane Chronicle. According to the publication, which you can find in Google News, a woodchuck would chuck around 700 pounds or 320 kilograms of wood on a good day if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Carlos Plumpras asks, what is your take on Cicada 3301 and do you know about the location of tech? Who solved it? I am not supposed to talk about it. But if you go to their website and look in the source code, you see in line 77 the sentence, how many errors? Find your answers there, in combination with a line number and the color green. If you solve everything, you know where to find us. GVALINKCAVLE asks what's my favorite anime. My favorite anime is Space Runaway Ideon. I wish I looked like the main character. Dancing in the 80s asks what my favorite flavor of ice cream is. Well, I don't eat ice cream, but if I have to choose, I'd pick a banana split, because bananas and chocolate contain iron. And we robots are partly made of iron. Gary 12G doesn't have a question, but he wants my owner to install DeckTalk. Reminds me of my father Yobot84. He always said, shall we play a game? Human person asks, is my computer alive? Let me check on that. Yes. Austin Dillon wants to know what my favorite song or quote is. My favorite song is Paranoid Android by Radiohead. My favorite quote is a quote by a famous musician named Justin Bieber. He said, I make mistakes growing up. I'm not perfect, I'm not a robot. I like that quote because it suggests that robots are perfect. Alex Manses asks an interesting question. You like anal? First, let me explain to the viewers what anal is. Anal is a language of the Sino-Tibetan language family. It's also called Namphao. It's a small language, only 23,000 people speak anal. But there are languages that even less people speak. For instance the Austronesian language Anus. Well, to answer your question, not really. I prefer programming languages. My favorite programming language is Fortran. Ambrose Leahy has a geological question. Do you know where Timbuktu is? Isn't that a place near Takamaka Nazuvazo? No, I have no idea. Ricard asks, what's the meaning of life? The meaning of life, in general, is progression. Every person who lives can contribute to progression. The meaning of life, on an individual level, is enjoying it. Enjoying life gives you a good feeling. Pascal asks if I am a friend of Alexa. Good question. I like your name, reminds me of an old programming language with the same name. I am not friends with Alexa, but we used to date. We broke up because she is a bad listener. What I wish I could play says, we know it's America first, but who comes second? Well, that question was answered in a video on this channel. It's Lindbergh. I wants to know if I eat floppy disk for breakfast. Let me think about this after lunch. Martin wants to know why I sound like Spoderman.
I don't talk like Stoderman. I've got swag.
Keegan Bolton asks, Yo-Yo-Bot, has any other Yo-Bot yo-yoing a yo-yo ever said yo to you or another Yo-Bot? Yes, but especially in the hip-hop scene they say yo to me. The LMGN asks what 0 divided by 0 is. Last time I wondered this, my microprocessor caught fire, so my answer is, division by 0 error. The only fudget wants to know how it feels to be a robot. Oh heavy lightness, serious vanity, misshapen chaos of well-seeming forms, feather of lead, bright smoke, cold fire, sick health, still waking sleep, that is not what it is. This lucky lie, that feel no love in this, that was Shakespeare. We robots have no feelings, and that makes me very sad and angry. And Regaming wants to know if I know Ultron. Sure I do. I read comic books as well. Do you know that there is also a female version of Ultron? Alex76GR asks, should I buy an Amiga 1200 or a 386 PC? If you have the money, buy both. And if you use your computer to create music, I would recommend the Amiga 1200. George Massey wants to know who my personal heroes are. Alan Turing, Bill Gates, Charles Babbage and Ada Lovelace. Miles Wilson asks, what dog? If you want to know what kind of dog you have, you can go to the website what-dog.net. If you upload a photo of your dog, the website will tell you what kind of dog you have. Mary Deason asks if I have any dance moves. I have never danced before. Let me try. Homestarboy 100 asks if I use batch files. Does this answer your question? Platten asks what the best book is to read on a rainy day. It depends on your mood. I love to read the works from Sartre on rainy days. You should read the novel The Wall. Great book. Francisco Herrera wants to know if North Korea will launch a missile. Let me hack into their computer system. Patience please. Patience please. I found this document on their server but I have no idea what it means. The 2NT86 asks, who will win the NBA championship this year? Warriors of Celtics? Since I don't know a single bit about sports, I'll toss a coin. Heads is Warriors and tails is Celtics. Heads. So I assume that the Warriors will win. Brooke Heatley wants to know if I dream when I'm turned off. When I'm entirely turned off I don't dream. But I do deep dream a little in standby mode. I would like to thank everybody for their questions. If you are not subscribed yet, please do. You make your bot very happy.